everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. So in today's video we're doing something a little bit different as we are going out with a delivery of hay on the other side of the business. So the nights are drawing in, the days are getting shorter, and it means we need to get the deliveries out before it goes dark where help. So I'm helping out today. Me and George are going on a delivery and that is the plan. But before we get into the video, we have launched a range of merchandise for the channel for all you guys to get your hands on. So take a look at that in the link below and I hope you like what you see. But most of all guys, I hope you enjoy. But before we take that delivery, I need to find my brother because he's the one coming with me. Hello, you're here. We're going to get the trailer. Do you know where we're going?
No.
Oh, that makes two of us. This is going to be fun, isn't it? We all right? It's a nice load of hay going out. When I talk about fibre and stuff on the channel, it's not the leafiest hay, it's quite stalky, but a lot of horsey people like that. That's why we go that way. Because it's lower energy, higher fibre.
Ready to go?
I am ready to go. That was really good editing. You were in the truck at the same time as filming.
Yeah, I know, it's brilliant.
There are the ewe lambs grazing along. They're looking well, aren't they? Right guys, so for those of you who haven't been watching the channel for too long, you will mainly have seen sheep stuff on the channel. We run a hay and haylage enterprise on the farm, of which George here probably has a lot more to do with because literally hay. That side of the business is basically producing hay and haylage for the equine world, which supplements grass for the sheep enterprise, which really helps because if you think about it, it means that we're not paying rent on both sides of the business. Oh, they're sheep, aren't sheep?
I'm not the biggest fan of sheep, am I?
No, you're not, are you, George? If it was up to George, they'd all be in shops.
All burgers. The burgers are nice.
That is one thing we're known for, our lamb burgers.
Even my girlfriend, she loves the burgers, doesn't she? And she did have lamb before.
Yeah, she's vegan too and she likes them. Lamb burger transforms vegan into meat-eating carnivore. RIP RVT, the old John Deere dealership, which is now JCB and New Holland.
I think it's quite a happy day because JCB's a proper British brand.
Yeah, you are right. JCB is British, but when in the world are we going to need 170 horsepower fast track?
When we buy proper tractors.
George would just have the biggest tractor possible, wouldn't you?
Well, the comfiest tractor possible.
Yeah, if it's up to George, we'd be driving fence, and I don't think the farm could afford 5 fence for everyone.
No, we just need one for me.
In all fairness, I'd be quite happy on something a bit different.
Let me guess, a New Holland?
I won't mind a Kubota.
Why?
Because they're orange. That's my tractor knowledge to a T.
To be fair, it's still a decent tractor brand, Deere's. Yes and no. The problem is they're not the biggest tractor dealer and it's hard to get parts for.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing around here, and it's a shame they've closed because the reason we've always in the past had John Deere's is because the parts are very easy to get hold of.
Yeah, we can usually get anything next day depending on, well, next day everything actually.
Right George, we might want the sat nav now because we don't know where we're going. How far away are we? 10 minutes? 4 minutes? Which way? Right at the roundabout?
Yeah.
Oh, we had to come to... Well, it shouldn't be that busy, it's only 3:15. Go on, go on, go on.
For the first time in your life you decided to pull out.
Can't believe how much the day has changed today. It was awful this morning, but 15 degrees in the middle of November and making silage is mad.
To be fair, decent quality stuff this time of year.
We did some that I never filmed, which we cut about 10 days before and it got rained on. And the bales are kind of collapsed in the heat because there's too much wet in them, haven't they? But this stuff we've done, these 125 that we did the other day, as well as we've done some rounds. Unfortunately, we didn't get to film the fusion baler going / wrapper because I was wrapping at the same time. But it's all good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. And when you say wrapping, you're doing more missing than wrapping, I'll have to say. But
I only missed 3.
you took this out on me when I missed the 1. You've got to take it back.
Right, we play this game, me and Soph do, when we go round places. When you see a sheep, you shout sheep. And the winner's the person
Who sees a sheep?
who sees the most sheep.
What'd you get for a horse?
Nothing, it's just sheep.
What about a cow?
0. If you shout something else, you get minus.
What about a goat? Because that's quite close to a sheep.
No, sheep. Oh, God. Right, it looks like we've made it. George is on the gate duties. This is why you drive, so you don't have to do the gates. All right, mate. How are you? Hello. Hello. You saying hello? Go on. Right, we made it, and we actually got fairly close, to be fair, didn't we?
I like to do it on your own.
Well, yeah, it was quite tight. You all right, mate? Oh, you got a stone? Hello. Hello. You all right? I think I made a friend. Oh, you can't come with us. Righto, delivery done. That didn't take too long. Happy customer. You do build a sweat up chucking those little bales, don't you? Thank you, kind sir. What are your plans now? You're going back to uni next year, aren't you?
Yeah, finish up my course.
So you took a year out basically to get a bit of experience on the farm, fix all the stuff that's broke, then he's going to go back to uni for a year, let us break it all again, and then, oh, here's a train. And then you're going to come back, aren't you, in a year's time to fix it all again. In simple. But you'll come back with a degree then.
Yeah, I'll come back with a degree of how to fix other stuff that I haven't been able to fix before.
More complicated fixing. Quick lunch stop at 4 o'clock. So George, what's your aim in the next few years?
I'd like to own own a tractor of my own and have a few bits of kit and do a bit of contracting.
And what kind of stuff, like hedge cutting and...
Yeah, bits like that. Just, I can't really plan it, just depends on where all the markets and everything goes,
Yeah.
and policies, politics.
It's a hard one with farming, especially for people our age, because farming is very expensive to get into. The kit's expensive. Most people can't afford to do it unless you're very lucky like us and you're born into it.
There are other ways.
There are other ways, but
You get involved with a farm and you can take a partnership role.
yeah, and stuff like, and there's options with like share farming where you just own like the livestock and not the land. It is just quite hard, isn't it, for youngsters to start out, especially machinery, or what you're talking for a tractor, 100k?
If you're going for something new, you can get them from 20 to 30, but you're not looking at anything special.
No, exactly, in the kit. A new hedge cutter,
You're paying out for
30 grand.
That's for a modern, medium level.
Well, yeah,
you
so
can
that's
spend 50k plus.
yeah, a hedge cutter, and then say, other kit. Not many people your age walk around with 100 grand in their back pocket.
Probably not,
And that's why it's hard, and especially at the moment, the economic climate, it's very hard to borrow. What is it like? Interest rates are 6-7%.
Yeah.
Whereas when me and Soph bought our house,
You're very
interest
lucky.
rates were like rock bottom, and within 18 months of that, it's shot up. So it's just, you don't know, like you're saying, in 3 years' time, the interest rates might be low. It might be a lot easier to borrow.
It might get worse.
Yeah, and it's about being out. You need to be willing to work to pay that back. It's a difficult one for young people coming to farm. Don't they say, the average age of a farmer now is 65 years old, which in 20 years' time, half those realistically aren't going to be about, and there's going to be all these farms up for grabs.
Well, it might cause prices to drop.
Yeah.
Saying that, it might just go for development.
Well, yeah, that's another thing now. Land's going for development and opportunities become less and less, and people that do have farms that don't have sons and daughters interested could really help some of these young farmers out that aren't from farming backgrounds, because sometimes, especially I found at uni working for people on projects and stuff, people from non-farming backgrounds don't have preconceptions, they have fresh ideas, and they can be good for a place. Like an example with myself, we didn't have sheep, and if we were on a sheep farm, my thoughts might be very different if I was brought up around different methods and stuff to what I am, all self-taught. Just an example, do you know what I mean?
But then again, when you've got your upbringing, you also have a lot of the base knowledge, which some people may not get. It's all you need is a good attitude and a willingness to get involved.
That's it, and people, young people, come and are willing to work hard, and that's how you get in. But people that are willing to work will always do well. And it's just getting those people to give youngsters opportunities, I think. And it's a cool way to end the video, because we've been having a mess around and laugh doing this video, doing this delivery, but it's a serious topic, isn't it? The future of farming in the UK. Prices are going up, farmers aren't getting paid anymore, and it's a worry really. They are getting paid, getting paid higher amounts. And actually not higher amounts, the best way to say it really is what they deserve. Like what we get paid for a lamb now and for wheat prices, and pretty much every industry is fairly similar to what people were getting paid 20, 30 years ago. And with inflation how it is, that isn't really where the prices should be, is it?
No, well, with the cut of a lot of things, the price of food has gone up.
Back in the day, when our grandparents, this is very extreme, were younger, well, yeah, food was the biggest part of your monthly income. I think it was sort of like 60% of the wage went on food, whereas now it's as little as 7% of your income goes on food, and I think more priority has to go onto food rather than your clothes, a posh car. There's a lot more new cars about now than there was, even 15 years ago. And it's how people's priorities have changed. At the end of the day, we've got to eat, and without farmers, you can't eat. Like when we're in COVID, we all carried on because you can't just leave the sheep to fend for themselves in the field. They're ill, they die. Same for a wheat crop, you've got to look after it, else you won't have a crop at the end, and it's a big thing for agriculture, isn't it?
I think a big problem is people are disconnected from farming nowadays. It's one of the good things about this YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you. But that's the exact reason I do it. I'm trying to help people not from farming backgrounds or people from farming backgrounds see how we do it. And it just shows what farming is really like. Like today, we haven't done anything exciting. We've just gone delivering feed for another farm for their horse. I know it's for horses, not for sheep and cattle, but it could quite have easily. We do stuff for other farms and other people, and it's a bog standard day. But yeah guys, I think that's where we'll cut the video off, as we've just got home. But one thing and one takeaway from this video is next time you go to a supermarket or in your local butcher, look for that Buy British and just look after your farmers, because if you look after your own farmers, they'll look after you.
Yeah. Don't buy French anyway.
Yeah guys, massive thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed.